Hey guys, so right now I'm going to make a video comparing 1.6 to 3.5. You know what I meant, because I was pointing at that one. That was on a 1.6, obviously. So basically the main problem with 1.6 gallon toilets, not all of them, actually sometimes it exists in 3.5 gallons, depends on the design, but much less than 3.5. You hardly ever see 3.5 gallon toilets as this problem, is the fact that the flush is so fast. These toilets are good at moving solid wastes. That's about it. When it comes to liquid wastes, the problem is the siphon is too fast. It siphons out before all the waste is out of the bowl because the flush is so fast. So for that reason, any waste that was left in the bowl after the siphon break is going to stay there. And another thing is, these toilets now, if you put this toilet on 3.5 gallons, it would do good, but it kind of defeats the purpose of having a eco-friendly whatever toilet. So people are not, they're selling these toilets using that amount of water, and they're leaving waste inside the bowl. Like, it's disgusting. I mean, who would want that? Honestly, it's gross. So basically, these succeed in solid waste, but they fail in liquid wastes, because the siphon ends before all the waste is out, because the flush is so fast. Basically, it starts, if the flush continued while the siphon was going, it would be fine, but it flushes, it stops, and then it siphons out. So that's a problem. And I'll show it here in a minute, because I'm I'm gonna fill this toilet up, fill up the bowl, and then I'll go and get some dirt to put in this thing, and get the hose to stay in it. There we go. Get a big handful of dirt and put it in there. There we go. Nice and disgusting. Let's try to get the water level to where it is from the manufacturer. There we go. Now, as you can see, that water's not even close to being clear at all. And that's what you're getting every time you're flushing waste that's suspended in the water column or liquid waste. It's just going to stay in there, and there's going to be ammonia and bacteria just living in your toilet. It's disgusting. That's another interesting fact. Because these toilets have such low water levels, which actually, interestingly, that's why they discontinued forward trap toilets, because the water level was too low and they were deemed unsanitary. So by the board of whatever in the 60s. So that's why many of these old toilets have huge water spots to prevent the waste from splattering inside the bowl and getting stuck. And basically that's why they just, and then we reverted back to them. So now we have the same problem as we did with those forward trap toilets, with the bowl getting slightly dirty. But anyway, I'm going to flush this toilet and do the same exact test with its recommended water line or whatever. I'm not going to cheat and make it have more water in this, make it non-manufacturer recommended or whatever. And I get the same amount of dirt, a handful of dirt. And my hand's pretty full, so I'll make sure. Same. There we go. I'll just plop that in the toilet. Make sure to get it all over the sides. I can't even splatter it on the sides because the bowl wash is too good. It won't stay. It's just, there we go. Almost. There we go. Now it's at manufacturer recommendations. And you will see a very clear difference in the water column's cleanliness at the end of this flush. As you look, the water is almost perfectly clear. There's a little bit of debris in there, but not nearly as much as the other toilet. And also, there's another thing. There's mineral deposits that keep breaking off and getting in the bowl that are inside this toilet. So, usually whenever I flush it, there's little specks left in it because of that. But this did worlds better than that one, as you can see. So, basically, the toilet needs to use at least 2 gallons, more or less, to flush away waste. That's my point in this video. This toilet, if it was on 2 gallons or 3.5 gallons or 1.6 gallons, it'd probably do a lot better. But because they're selling these toilets with such low water usage, it's causing problems with sanitation. So they're basically sacrificing sanitation for a lower water level, for a lower water usage. So just make sure your toilets are actually working right before you produce them, so people don't have to deal with disgusting bathrooms. I mean, like, honestly, I'd rather have this than that. Not only does this look better, but it works better. It's gross. Who wants it? And that's another point. This isn't really like functional or anything like that, but look at the difference. Like, this toilet, modern toilets, in my opinion, are hideous. I don't like the way they look at all. Look at the exposed trap. You can see all the trap. There's nothing covering it. They have those ones where the sides like extended and there's a hole in it. That's even worse. It makes it look like a freaking, like a measuring cup or something. It's weird. And then look how shallow the bowl is, and it's just, they're ugly. And look at, oh, the base is huge. It's just, it looks like a travesty or something. It's just gross. And look at how much different. Like, this one has a deeper bowl. There's little like whatever jutouts on the bottom to make it look nice. The trap isn't exposed at all. There's a little design in the corner. The tank has design. They don't make anything with style anymore. It's just all like functional. It's sad. Anyway, I'll flush this one again. The toilet, when I have this installed, never gave me any problems. This one gave me problems all the time. Clogged all the time. There was waste still left in the bowl after I flushed. It was horrible. I hated that. This toilet's terrible. And here's another thing. You can see every time I flush it, there's little tiny bits of waste left inside the toilet because of the mineral deposits broke off more when I flushed it. They just keep shooting out of the jets. So I guess that's a good thing. When I got this toilet, I didn't think there was mineral deposits in it, but apparently there are. So I probably should do a muriatic acid treatment on this toilet. But even with that problem, it still did better than that toilet. But anyway, that's all I really have to say about this. So basically, my point is 3.5 gallon toilets rule most of the time, and 1.6 gallon toilets need a little bit more development before they are ready for actually being used in housing, because they're disgusting.